takes a little getting used to. Love me, 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 love me more than you possibly can. It's not that complicated, no matter what they say. You'll never meet another me. It's not that difficult to get your head around. You'll never meet another me. You'll never, never, ever, never, ever meet another me.
Hi chat, you know the drill by now. Ads are gonna run. We won't start until the ads run. Please heed the warning on the screen. I'll read out all the actual warnings before we get into the game. But this game does come with a slew of warnings. No, it doesn't have a Twitch category, and that would be why we're in just chatting. But I'll read them all out in the beginning.
You possibly can. It's not that complicated, no matter what they say. You'll never meet another me. It's not that difficult to get your head around. You'll never meet another me. You'll never, 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 ever, ever meet another me. Hey, hey, ah, ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum, bum, 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 ba-da-bum. It's not that complicated, no matter what they say. I'll never meet another you. It's not that difficult to get my head around. I'll never meet another you.
Life isn't quite what I thought I'd be when I was a kid on VOIP. I thought when I get older I'd marry her, I told her. Now I'm 26 and I work in an office. 9 till 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh, your new boyfriend's an asshole. Woo!
1 minute. 1 minute remaining.
Yeah, I've met Jared.
Of course I met Jared.
The one who took you away from me. You hit it off instantly. I know 'cause you won't stop telling me. I've seen his jawline, shoulders and muscles push against his fashion sense. I've thought about what he looks like nude. I'm not gay though. 'Cause she's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. She's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. How on earth could I be safe when I'm one click away from insane? I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. I'm not gonna make another scene. The one I made when I was 23. Allowed in Disney World.
Hi chat. Hi chat. Okay. Couple things. First off, we're in the just chatting category because this game does not have a actual like an actual game listing on Twitch. It is just a demo. so there's the demo of this game released, and then there is days 1 through 3 that you can get if you sign up for their Patreon. So I signed up for their Patreon. So I have days 1 through 3. We're gonna be playing it. The game is called Your Boyfriend. It's they don't outright say this, but in my head, this is how I read it. It's like a yandere dating sim. I booted up the demo last night because I was like, let me just real quick take a peek at it, see if it's gonna be okay, see if I want to put it on stream, see if I even want to play it myself, like stuff like that. But then there was 3 things like back to back to back that I was like, ah shit, like I think these reactions would be better on stream. So my dear tech support, Outlaw Psycho, Carlos, I think watched a playthrough of it so he could report back if there was anything like super bad in it. So shout out to Carlos for doing that. I appreciate him greatly. So this is a mature game, and let me read. Thanks, Megalomania. Let me read the warnings. So, it says not for audiences who are not for audiences who are easily disturbed, squeamish, or triggered. Game contains subjects like stalking, kidnapping, self-harm, and suicide. Your Boyfriend is intended for audiences 18+. I think there's also drugs in the game. I don't know if the drugs actually make an appearance by day 3, but I think there's also drugs in the game. So just take all of that information and make the choice on whether or not you feel comfortable watching this stream. Because I am still making the choice internally whether or not I will be comfortable even playing the game. If I have to bail out in the middle of the stream, we'll probably play like some Minecraft parkour or some random ass shit like that. Or Cult of the Lamb. Something else. I'm trying to like make the decision that's going to be best for you guys. If you guys don't want to watch the stream, I completely understand. I also, in return, ask that if I decide to switch games halfway through, that you guys don't question it and just let it be what it be. That being said, I'm going to pause the music because I think the game has background music. The music's actually kind of loud, honestly. So I need to turn it down a little bit. I'm going to turn it down for myself, and then we'll figure it out on chat's end, I think. Let me turn it down for myself. Okay. Game. Yeah, it just seems kind of loud, but then again, it doesn't seem as loud. No, I'll leave it. I'll leave it. If it's loud, somebody tell me. Yeah, there's this. Does it capture? That's a good question. I don't know if it actually captures my mouse. But let's get into it. So, first things first, I like how it's hearts. This one just has a little X on it. But if you go to hit exit, they like block it off, and it's just no. I like start menus that have like personality to them, so I like this. It didn't do that last night in the demo. Jump scared. It didn't do that in the demo last night. Okay. Okay. So, first thing, so I played, like, barely any of this conversation last night. I like the little text sounds. Little doo-doo-doo-doo. I like that sound. My family broke out into another fit of drama, so I left the nest, ran straight to college, and got an apartment and a job. But lately, my job at a greasy spoon diner has been unbearable. Do I have my water in this room, or is it in the other room? 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Literally 2 seconds, chat. I'm gonna go run and get my water. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Usually, I'm right here. Usually my water is in this room, but it was out on the table in the other room because I was working on revamping my Sheikah slate, so it's out there. Hold on, I gotta cross my legs. Okay. The job doesn't pay the best, so that meant that I had to find a roommate to afford an apartment. And now my roommate is always bringing some dropout into our apartment for late night study sessions. My sleep schedule's wrecked, and God, me right now. I'm going on day 3 of like little to no sleep because I keep having sleep paralysis, and I'm starting to go fucking insane. I'm so tired. My sleep schedule's wrecked, and even better, the rent on the apartment is late. I had heard once that if you become a roommate with a friend, you won't stay friends for long. In my case, the friendship gets strained thinner as my friend keeps making excuses why they need me to cover their half of the rent. Thanks to that deadbeat, I'm working harder just to lose money on rent. I'm nearly broke, and getting a second job feels like it'll kill me. At least in this park, I have some alone time. I've always loved this part of the park. It's untouched by obnoxious family members and college jerks. Okay, hold on. The game feels loud. I'm turning it down. I'm watching the game audio on the side. The only people who come here are the groundskeepers. Even then, they only come by in the morning. Yeah, that feels better. Let me know how that is, chap. That feels better. Closing my eyes, I rub my face and huff out the tension in my lungs so that I can calm down enough to enjoy the peace and quiet. Just then, I feel someone sit down beside me. First off, for the record, okay, I know like the nature of this game is good. Okay, great, cool. If there is other available seating out in public and you choose to sit next to me, I will get up and move. If there was other available seating and for some fucking reason you sit down right next to me, I will just leave. Because that shit's stupid. Startled, I turn and look towards the interloper.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
This is another thing that caught me off guard. There's voice acting. I should not have been surprised, but I was surprised. The stranger says, trying to keep me from leaping too high off the park bench. You're a jumpy one, aren't you? He smiles and scoots himself closer to me, shyly and awkwardly. He's hitting us with that. I keep my eyes on him, unsure what his intentions are. His unblinking eyes don't stray far from mine, not once. So, are you waiting for a family member or a friend? It just seems kind of odd for you to be here, sitting here, all alone like this, and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs down my spine. I cross my arm over my chest and slide myself away and closer to the edge of the bench. I'm telling you, I would just get up and leave. I would be like, fuck this shit. I don't know why you chose to sit next to me. There's other available seating. I'm out. Peas and carrots, I'm fucking out. How often does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? Not often, for me at least. He picks up my knees and refrains from sliding any closer. He crosses his fingers in between his legs and smiles warmly. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. No, I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. He scoots himself even closer, his hand nearly touching mine as he smiles shyly.
I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure?
sorry, I'm making fun of it. It's all fun in games until it's all of a sudden not fun in games. Can I have the pleasure? Never mind. He was the weird one. I can't tell if he's a bit awkward or just eccentric. ¿Por qué no los dos? What? Why? Why did he have such an interest in me? I should have got my glasses.
Boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
And this is where I stopped playing. Because he hits us with, well, I'm your boyfriend. And I was like, fuck. I was like, I need to react to this on stream. And this was, I have no idea what's after this. My boyfriend? Why would he be assuming we were in a relationship? There's an awkward silence as the stranger sits, patiently waiting for my answer. Okay. So oh god, there's a time limit. I was about to say, here's where we have to make the choice on how we're gonna play this game. Are we gonna play this game realistically, where I like respond how I actually would to some psycho being like this? Or am I going to play it the anime way? And be like, oh my god, like, I guess we can go to dinner. Like, do I lean into it, or do I play it realistically? I didn't realize there was a fucking time limit. I should have expected that. The discomforting silence only grows. Still unsure and confused by the situation, I couldn't find words. It was just so sudden. He seemed to take the hint and pulls his hand away from mine. Looking away, he chuckles awkwardly. Hey, I get it if you don't want me to be your boyfriend. I just thought I'd take the chance to ask you out. If he's guilt-tripping me, he's doing a terrible job. But at least he's taking the hint rather than pushing it. Well, it's just that I don't even know you, so... Don't worry, I get it. Does he only have 4 fingers? Wait, I need to see his hand again. He says, not all expressing disappointment, but more along the lines of showing understanding. I might... So I know there's background music, but should I put my music back on? And like just kind of quiet? Because I kind of want to, but I don't know if it would get too like, ugh, with the background music. I suppose I'd be a little weirded out too if some random stranger came up to me and asked me out on a date. Flattered, but still a little uneasy. He has taken the rejection well, no tantrum or pressure of any sort. Thank God. I'd better get going then. It was nice talking to you though. He says, looking back over to me and giving a smile before getting himself up off the bench and taking his leave. I don't know if the creator's first language is English. And that isn't to like say anything bad. These sentences just aren't structured the way that I think they're going to be structured. That's just an observation. I watch him walk off, feeling sort of terrible for how things ended the way they did. No. Why? Why is it my job to feel bad? It's not. The fuck? Fuck you mean you feel bad for how it ended? Stupid. Maybe I'll apologize to him if I ever see him again. Bitch! We have no self-preservation. I stayed in the park a little while longer after that odd event. I didn't know if I should go after him or just shake it off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't visit. After leaving the park, I still can't get that man out of my head. It's baffling. On one hand, I'm glad he didn't keep harassing me about going out with him, but at the same time, I wish he had stayed around for a little bit and just talked to me like a normal person. Maybe I've been feeling lonely lately? I come across a local florist shop that I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've always been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but I can never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now and I could use a diversion, so why not? Walking in, I look around and take in the rather pleasant Material girl. Hi Tina, how you doing, Tina? I lost all train of thoughts. Gone. Walking in, I need to reset my brain. Walking in, I look around and take in the rather pleasant aroma of the shop. I wander past the quaint displays of flower arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of potpourri. I had a particular purchase in mind. Can I use the spacebar? I can use the spacebar. Fuck yeah. From a rustic wooden shelf display containing the flowers and various houseplants come a lovely pungent fragrance from the deep red roses. Ooh. Boogie down. Being mindful that some still have their thorns, I reach out to pick one up. I feel a hand brush against mine. I pull my hand away quickly and glance at the person that I didn't see on the other side of the display. Oh, fancy seeing you here. He is gripping that thing, thorns and all. Also, the text box covers it, so I can't see if he only has 4 fingers. The man from the park beams upon seeing me and gives me a smile before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here, too. I don't, I say, startled by his presence. Just fully gripping the fucking thorns on the flower. For sure. 100% this man's a masochist. I'm making no further comments or questions. I will not be making further comments about this time. The man that blah, blah, blah. Sorry, I can't speak. The man then gestures to me with the finger over his lips. Shh, it's a small shop. There's no need to raise your voice. Damn, okay. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did you follow me here? I whisper harshly, unsure if crossing paths with him again was pure coincidence, or if I needed to worry about him after all. What? Of course not. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I come here almost every day, you know. That's a bit of a relief. One, two. These people only have 4 fingers. That's it. I needed to confirm whether or not I was seeing shit. He fumbles around with the rose in his hand. His eyes stay shyly focused on the ground. He's hitting us with that. Toes inturned and everything. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have and if they have any on sale. I mean, yeah, I guess technically we have a thumb. And thumb's not like a finger or whatever. But, like, he has a thumb, and so he has a thumb and 3 fingers, I guess. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at. And lately I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. Okay. We're making... That one went over my head. I don't know what that's... I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. That one went over my head. Decidedly low. For the sake of the game, we'll lean into it. Yeah. Oh. Wait, do they only have... Like, Avatar, the blue people. Do they only have... 3 fingers? Avatar blue people movie. Is that what you're talking about? I need a picture with their hands. I like how I just like derailed to look this up. I'm trying to find a picture with their hands in it. I'm not really seeing one. No, that can't be what you're talking about. I don't know. I think I watched the Avatar, like, I watched Avatar, like, once way back when it first came out, and I never watched it again, and I never saw the sequel. Maybe I'm overreacting. I guess that's understandable. I mutter. It's difficult for me to notice when... It's difficult for me to notice people... No, he's gone. He's iffy. I don't know. My guess? He's eating. I mutter, it's difficult for me to notice people when I'm walking the same path almost every day, like a mindless robot. I guess that means I can't really judge him for my lack of awareness. Look, I have to get going, I say, breaking the silence between the two of us. He clears his throat to muster up his courage as he steps closer, hesitates on a question for a brief moment, and finally speaks. I know you have no interest in me, and I get that. But can I at least see you again? Not on a date or anything, just to hang out. I feel as though we got off to a bad start. Why? I don't even know your name. My name? Are we gonna have to nickname this motherfucker? He's got a creepy smile. Yeah. Okay. My name, it's a joke, really. I much prefer if you made a nickname for me. The smile on his face fades into a slight grimace before his gaze drifts off to the side. I really don't like my name. Honestly, I'd rather be called something else. Like a nickname. Okay, you don't... Listen. I'm trans. You don't need to explain it to me. Like a nickname or something. He must have a really horrible name. Or really horrible parents if he wants to that he wants to dissociate with. Taking this moment, I figured that there was no real harm in making a nickname for him. After all, it would be easier for me to remember. Well, how about... Okay. I kind of want to be funny, but Gojo. As I said, I kind of want to be funny, but I kind of want to kind of take it seriously. But we can take it seriously while it's still being funny. Kitten? Kitten's a good contender. I'll go halfway with you. I'll name him Cat. But Cat with a K. That's not how you spell that. How about Cat? He seemed pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better, honestly. Thank you. I look outside the window to see the sun is getting low in the sky. Well, it's getting dark. I better get going home. It was nice to meet you, Cat. I turn to leave the shop. Hey, wait. Cat calls out to me. I turn to see him smiling sheepishly. Can I at least walk you home? God, okay, everything in me is saying say no. But for the sake of the game, we'll say yes. Right? Listen. Here is a general PSA. Do as I say, not as I do in this game. We are leaning into it this game for the sake of it being a game. But if somebody you just barely fucking meet calls himself your boyfriend and then goes, hey, can I walk you home? You say no, right? He's gonna be staring out the window going, and wants to walk you home. You say no, and then you don't go home. You go over to like a friend's house or some shit. So, general PSA. He tries to keep a cool composure as I accept his offer, but I can see in his eyes that he's struggling not to bounce over the walls. He's sitting there doing this. He just like me for real. Go to a random hotel and hide. Exactly. You go anywhere that's not your house. That's like a public place. I know that he still has a thing for me, but this time around he wasn't pushing it and was instead respecting my not wanting to date. He glances at the rose that was still in his hands and then holds it out to me. Absolutely not. If you try to hand me a rose that you've not taken the time to de-thorn, I'm judging you. Like, if you are trying to win me over and you hand me a rose that you have not taken, his blood's on that, his blood is all over that fucking rose. It's, like, covered in it. If you try to hand me a rose that you've not dethorned, absolutely not. My mind goes blank for a second before I find myself nodding. Thanks. You don't have to, though. No, I insist. He smiles and walks me to the cashier. He pulls out a wallet and thumbs through some small bills, while the florist wraps a rose and places in a stark white box. With the rose purchase, he hands the box to me. Shall we get going? Yeah, let's. I leave the store with him, and together we walk to my apartment. So we have a roommate. What are the chances of the roommate being there? I'm looking at the missing person poster. The walk is surprisingly nice, and the two of us go back and forth in conversation. Kat, surprisingly, did most of the talking. He kept going on about his job as a product tester and how most of his products were cheap junk. Oh. I was reading that as if there was going to be another sentence. Once we're about my apartment, Kat looks down at me and tucks his hands into his pockets. Well, home sweet home. He grins shyly. We stand in the hallway. He wants to be invited in. He wants to be invited in, I guarantee you. Neither of us knowing exactly what to say next. You say bye. I start hearing faint sounds of my roommate and their study partner messing around inside. Kat hears them too and his eyes get a bit wide. Oh no, I lied. Pepper sprays us. He's gonna invite us to stay with him because of our roommate. That's what's gonna happen. I cringe over the sounds and the mental images of the two on the kitchen countertop flashes in my mind. Kat was avoiding eye contact and his cheeks were getting flushed. He was imagining the same thing too. I've never felt so embarrassed. More or less. I mutter, hesitant to open the door in front of him. Understanding my reluctance to go inside from both my promiscuous roommate and my insecurity of having a total stranger inside my apartment, he stepped away to give me a little space. Well, I better get going then. When did you want to meet up? I mean, when you get the time. Oh. I thought he was going to push it. But okay, never mind. Maybe me selecting the silence option at the beginning set the tone for this. I think for a minute. Shit, I work all day this week. Not a single day off to my name. I don't know. Tomorrow's a slow day since it's Sunday. You can come over if you'd like. It's that small mom and pop diner by the record store. He knows. He's been watching us. He's aware. Having me pose as a customer to extend your break time. Devious. I like it. He flashes a wry smile before turning and walking down the hall. I'll be there around noon then. He looks over his shoulder, smiles, and waves as the face he made. The creepo smile. I'm sure that's not even going to be the worst of it. As he saunters further down the hallway and towards the exit. Everything was quiet in my apartment except for the rummaging sound of my roommate's study partner in the kitchen. I shield my eyes as I walk past. They have a habit of walking around naked after their study session. I'm sorry! If you lasted that short amount of time... Get good. Get better. Walking around naked at study sessions and I don't even want to see if they're dressed this time. What the fuck is my wallpaper? That shit's ugly as hell. Don't look. I say as I have a heart on the whiteboard. I don't bother to turn on the lights in my room. I flop down on my bed, face first, into the mattress, limbs spread out like a star. Letting out a long and loud groan, I eventually roll to my back and stare up at the ceiling. It was a rather eventful day. Was it? I got a little quiet time, and I even made a new acquaintance. Despite how we got off on the wrong foot at first. Too tired to get up and find a vase or glass for the rose, I rested on my nightstand. Yeah, there's no background music. I'm gonna turn my music on, but I'm gonna put it a little bit quieter. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Too tired to get up and find a vase. I understand. I don't bother getting undressed. I pull blankets over myself, roll over, and let myself drift off to sleep. Z. Honk shoe. End of day 1. Okay. So I'm assuming I kind of want to restart it. That took what? 30 minutes for day 1? Okay. Do we continue or do we restart it and say yes to going out immediately? Because I'm curious to see if I like leaned into it from the beginning, if it'd be different. I can either theoretically, I can also play it through a second time, but I don't know if day 2 and day 3 are longer. Say leave town and change your name. We'll continue. We'll see what if anything will. Oh, you say restart. Oh. I don't. That was mostly for the joke of it, but I also don't like it when games talk to me. We'll restart it. You guys can't see this. I can't share the password with you guys. We'll speedrun it. Okay, I have to reset my settings. Options. Not a full screen. Bink. Game. Yes. I like how I had to think it was my sweater. Yeah, it's Minecraft merch, but it's Technoblade merch. Does it have anything on the back? It has something on the back. I don't remember what it is. Hold on. I'll spin. I'll give you a little spinny spin. I don't know if I can actually spin all the way around. Hold on. There we go. I'll give you a little spin. A little spinsy spin. I know it has something on the back, but I just can't remember what it is. I don't know if you can see it. You can see it. Yeah, it just says Technoblade. That's what it is on the back. Whee! Okay. 9 times out of 10, if I'm wearing a sweater, it's either a Rambu's sweater, this sweater, or Phil's sweater. Because they are the only people that I will think of to associate with in the Minecraft community. More or less. Play. We're good, we can see it. Yes, okay. Okay. E. Speedrun. Hi.
Whoa.
Speedrun. Okay, doke, Tina. Speedrun, speedrun.
I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have...
Never mind, he wanted to do it. Yep,
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Yep, Okay, we'll say dinner sounds nice. I guess? It's not like I'm doing anything anyways, and it'd be a nice break from the monotony. God knows I could stand to forget my problems for a few hours, and this guy seems interesting enough to keep my mind off of things. Really? That's great. He beams, taking hold of my hand into his own. I'll see you tonight at 7. He was about to stand up from the bench, but... Sorry, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm brainwashing about my Blorbo. Acro. I commissioned somebody recently to draw one of my... Did I not? To draw one of my D&D characters. And by D&D characters, I mean one of my D&D NPCs from my campaign. One of my characters from my campaign, and he is so totally boyfriends with one of my friend's actual player characters. They're not dating, but he's like so totally smitten, and I think it's funny because the vampire is like very... He's not interested in him, but he's not interested in him. I don't know if that makes sense what I'm trying to like describe. But pauses abruptly when he realized... So, Care's another streamer friend of mine, Orange Dunce. Care randomly slid into the group chat and was like, I hate the fact that Tavakri's canonically buffer than Leaf. Sorry, I was just laying in bed thinking about that. And I was like, I have to respond to that. I'm so brain-rotted about my D&D campaign. He was about to stand up from the bench, but pauses abruptly when he realized that he was forgetting something. Oh, I almost forgot. We need a place to meet up. Sorry, I know that I sound absent-minded, but I'm just so excited. I shouldn't say this, but I'm gonna say this because it's gonna be funny, and it's the type of shit I say all the fucking time. Mostly off-stream. I usually keep this shit off-stream, because it's crass. But I mean, if we want to scramble your thoughts so bad that you can't think, I'm pretty good at that. Anyways, I digress. How about the old diner downtown? It's a nice quiet one, so no one will disturb us. You mean the one we work at? Fuck that. The diner downtown? Which one? You know, the one that you work at. God damn it. I'm sorry. Pause. Why are you trying to take me out on a date to the place that I work at? First, you don't dethorn my rose, which sounds nasty, but secondly, you want to take me out on a date to the place that I work at? The one you work at? Oh, okay. Great, see you tonight. And just like that, he hurries off with a leap in every step, looking as though he had just won the lottery. I watch him as he disappears down a path that bends around a shallow hill and out of view. The park was quiet again, and the serene loneliness sets in once more. It's just me and a few songbirds singing in the tree nearby, in the nearby tree. I sit for a while, replaying the strange encounter in my head a few times. I suppose that I should be flattered that he took such an interest in me. I can't tell if meeting someone like that is normal or not. It's nothing like I've seen in movies or televisions. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have several notebooks in my hand to comically bump into you with and have my papers go scattering everywhere. And then as we're picking them all up, our hands are accidentally gonna touch. I'm so sorry. But then again, if I were Hollywood attractive, maybe it'd be normal. Maybe it would be so normal that it would almost be annoying. I feel my cheeks flush as I think about him saying, "Can I have the pleasure?" A shy smile creeps from the corner of my mouth. He must be as new to this as I am. What a shy, awkward guy. The bird stops singing as I feel a knot grow in the pit of my stomach. How did he know where I work? Dad's damn diner. 7 p.m. I show up at the diner, feeling rather unusual about meeting someone at the place that I work at for a completely spontaneous dinner date. You know, at least this way we have people who know who we are around, you know? With a complete stranger who knew that I worked here. Weird. I take a seat at the booth towards the back. The diner isn't very busy tonight, which is less unusual than most people would assume. Even though I work here, this isn't where I would choose to eat at. Maybe he was another customer that I never paid attention to. While I work, I let my mind drift, and after a while I do my job as if I were on autopilot. I don't really pay much attention to names and faces, even towards regulars. Maybe he's one of those regulars, building up his courage, asked me out every day, but kept losing his nerve. It's kind of a cute thought, but do I really want this to be a thing? Taking my seat, I wait. I look at the old-fashioned neon light clock that hangs over the jukebox. He is 5 minutes late. I might as well buy myself a milkshake while I wait. 5 minutes is... yeah. I think... okay, so you know how these are brand new fucking headphones? I think one side's broken. Because there's no audio coming out of the left side. But it was able to do that when they were in Bluetooth mode, but it doesn't do it when it's like this. When it's connected. Which, like, I usually only wear one headphone anyways. But it doesn't even give me... it doesn't even give me, like, the option to switch it. The waitress on tonight's shift is surprised to see me at the diner on my day off. I imagine that she will tell me job loyalty is one thing, but the food here isn't worth writing home about. After serving the stuff for a few months now, I agree with her. But at least the milkshakes are good. They are the really old-fashioned kind made with real ice cream and ingredients, not the powdered mix and flavored syrups like fast food places. The waitress must have a less busy than I... fuck, I'm sorry. The waitress must have been less busy than I assumed because she brought my shake to me only a few minutes later. I pull the spoon from the vintage-looking ice cream glass and lick it clean. So good. I stir at the shake a little before I take a sip. A man rushes through the diner's front door. He looks like he ran the whole way here with something tucked carefully in his arm. He bought me roses, and I swear to God, if the thorns aren't meticulously taken off... I'm sorry, listen. Is it not just common sense that if you're gonna give somebody, like, a flower with thorns, you take the thorns off for them? Is that not common sense? Even if I didn't have a knife, if I was picking a rose from a bush on a walk randomly with Spider, if I were to, like, take a rose from a bush for Spider, just out of nowhere, randomly on a walk, first off, I'd probably have my knife with me, but if I didn't, I would sit there and use my nails to get off every last thorn before I handed it over to Spider. Is it not just common sense to do that? Is it not common courtesy? I immediately recognized his sleeveless hoodie and blue shirt. He quickly scanned the diner in a bit of a panic. He was running late and probably thought that I might have already left. I was one of the few people in the diner, but he still didn't seem to see me very quickly. I wave him over. A small relief spreads across his face. Still winded, he hurries down the rows of booths and sits across from me. You're late. I know. I'm so sorry. I had to make a quick stop. He speaks between breaths. I don't know where he came from, but he must have ran the whole way when he realized that he was running late. Giving a timid smile, he pulls out the long white box that he was carrying and places it on the table and slides it over to me. Here, I bought this for you. Thinking about earlier today in the park, it might have been a little creepy to ask you for a date on the spot. I thought I might get you a little something as a way of apologizing. If it was awkward for you, of course. He got something from me. Really, it better be a it better not be a severed ear or fingers or something. Open the box, I look inside. I see two. Oh, I got two this time. Wow. I see two long-stemmed roses with deep red petals. The thorns were removed. There we go. Like a gentleman. There we go. And they are bound by a shimmering black silk ribbon. Ooh, fancy. Something else could be bound with black ribbon. Oh, they're lovely. Thank you. He smiles as I take the roses out of the box gently, as if the thorns were still in the stems. I draw in the aroma deeply. They are so wonderfully fresh and fragrant. It's no bouquet or anything, but I thought they looked so nice. He watches me admire his gift. He looks so fucking goofy right now. They are very nice, thank you. I place the roses gently back in their box. He can't possibly grin any wider. He realizes that he is staring at me. Maybe it's just a little too long for comfort, and so he reverts his eyes shyly. But there are a few nagging questions that might have been hanging over me like a storm cloud. And while he was in a good mood, I figured that I should inquire a little about this cute, but bizarre, stranger. Dinner in a greasy spoon diner, with a stranger carrying a box of roses didn't seem ordinary, and I had to make sure that he wasn't going to propose at the cash register. I stir the milkshake with the straw for a second or two. So, how did you know that I work here? Oh, well, I walk by this place rather often on my walks. I catch glimpses of you through the window from time to time when you're working. That lines up with what he told us last time, right? I tried coming in, but I get cold feet and I just keep walking. Like a loser. L, loser. He glances down at the table shamefully. I reach over and give his hand a reassuring pat. No, you're not a loser. Do you know what? I don't even know your name. My name? The smile on his face fades into a slight grimace before his gaze shifts off to the side. I really don't like my name. And I said we could like a nickname or something. Oh, he must have been a really horrible name. Horrible parents, and yeah, Okay, how about we'll name a cat again. How about cat? He seemed pleased with what I came up with despite how silly it would have been. It's much better, honestly, thank you. I reassure him and give his hand another gentle squeeze. The expression of disgust instantly evaporates into delight over the name I gave him. Wow, I didn't realize until now, but he had some really beautiful eyes. Beautiful blue eyes. The vivid color left me taking their deep blue hue. I didn't realize that I was staring until he spoke up. They're the same hue as his sweater. Are we having a moment or what? A blush spreads across his cheeks and he squeezes my hand back. Sorry. I pull my hand away from his, cursing myself for staring like that. Wow, now I'm the awkward one. I look away shyly. I can feel heat radiating from my cheeks, and I imagine them glowing bright red like a Christmas light. The thought makes my cheeks warmer, possibly even more red. He chuckles and shakes his head. Hey, there's nothing to be sorry for. He reassures me with a soft smile. He looks around for something to break the tension, and his eyes falls upon my milkshake. Hey, I was supposed to buy you something. You did. You bought me the roses. Well, you kind of already did. I point to the box of roses. Yeah, exactly. Besides, we could share this as long as I get the cherry. Deal? I scoot the milkshake towards him. Wow, how romantic. We're sharing a milkshake. He looks to the side, reaching over to take it. Man, our first date and you're the one buying. I'm very terrible at this. Well, how about you buy next time? His eyes goes wide and he stares at me with surprise. Next time? You want to meet up again? Well, this wasn't a total disaster, right? So, yeah. His face glows as red as I imagined mine had, and he stammers wildly as all of his as all of his thoughts unexpectedly evaporate in an explosion of joy. I mean, I guess it wasn't. I mean, I don't think so, but I don't want to argue with you. It was cute seeing him struggle for a cookie. I'm restraining myself from being crass at every fucking turn right now. Because this game really leans into that. And I usually try not to on stream. I will occasionally. But the game just lends itself to it. While also trying to contain his happiness being here with me, of all people. Still, as much as I was enjoying his company, and regardless of how flattering it has been, I couldn't stay long. I look out the window in a bit of an exaggerated way in order to get his attention. It's getting dark. I don't like walking home late at night. How about we continue this on our next date? Standing up from my seat, I pull out one of the napkins from the dispenser. Do you have a pen? Oh, I think I do. One from his pocket, and hands it to me. Write down my name and number, and smiling, pass the pen and napkin back to him. Here, call me when we can hang out again soon, okay? So is he not gonna walk me home this time? Taking pen and napkin from my hand, he gazes down at the number in complete awe before looking back up to me. Of course. I'd love to see you again. Walk to the register, pay for the shake, and then I quick look back at him. I wave and leave at the diner. Walk more quickly to try to make it back to the apartment before nightfall. It gets colder outside, but for some reason I feel warm the whole walk back. Interesting. Once finally back in my apartment, I quietly walk to my room so I don't disturb my roommate. Judging by the thumping of money sounds coming from the other side of the wall, they seem to be having another study session. Fuck, I wish that would be... I genuinely thought the way that sentence was gonna go was, fuck, I wish that was me. That's where I thought that sentence was headed. Fuck, I wish that they would be more quiet. I have to live here too. I don't bother to turn the lights on in my room, flip over on my bed, face first, let it long grunt, stare up at the ceiling. Great, cool. Having so many things in my mind earlier, my thoughts never stray far from Cat. Looking over the box that was still in my hand, I open it up one more time and pull out the bundled roses, and smiling a little, draw on their sweet fragrance again. I hope he calls soon. Huh. Okay. Continue. So, oh, okay, so yeah, exit still has no, but that one has a little arrows. Are you gonna talk to me again? Did you have a nice time with Kat? Don't answer that. So I'm not clicking this. This is going automatically. Damn it. I roll over in my bed. Every inch of my body is begging me to wake up, but I don't feel like it. I feel so sleep deprived. God, me. I felt able to wake up for a moment, rubbing my eyes before sitting in my bed. Ugh, I'm a mess. Also me. 9:12 a.m. There's a little Game Boy. Yeah, what the fuck is up with that wallpaper, man? Okie doke. Oh wait, can I click on things? Oh, I can click on things! I've seen this question before. I blew up at one point. People swear up and down and it somehow exuded this overwhelming feeling of disdain despite its smile. Now that I see it up close, I get what they mean. Matching axolotl plush that they released after, but it sold out in hours. Is that supposed to be like a reference to something? Women's plushie at a carnival also smells like cherries. Huh, I thought I had the window... I thought I had the window closed last night. I feel like the time will make it go faster. Dirty clothes I've yet to wash. I've been too busy or exhausted to get these done. I love collecting books, but I never have the time to read them. Sounds like me. I swear I'll go broke buying hardbacks. I don't really buy hardbacks, though. My trusty old game, Daddy. I love playing some Grave Harvest while I'm trying to unwind. So what's Grave Harvest supposed to be? Oh, shit. Fuck. Do I have a shoot button? Do I have a... Fuck, okay, off. I don't wear most of my clothes anymore. At this point, it's all just piling up and making it difficult to see inside. 9:12. Oh god, I'm late for work. God damn it. What the fuck's on TV? Finally just rushed from my bedroom, making my way into the kitchen section where I normally put my work keys.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Are you my roommate? Hi, Lucy. Hi, Lucy. Holy shit, Lucy. Jeez. Startled from the sound of sudden voice, I turn around and look over to my roommate, who looks just as surprised as I am. Oh ho, chill, my dude. What's got you all jumpy early this morning? For a moment, I was surprised that she's not even irritated that I called her by her name. She'd only allow with people she trusts. Then I shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. I'm late for work. I gotta bolt out before I lose my job. I frantically try to explain as I grab my keys and get to the counter and start my hurry towards the front door. So, no coffee then? She makes her way to the coffee machine and turn it off. As much as I have many issues with my roommate's lifestyle, lack of job, and always leaving me with the rent, at least she keeps the place clean and makes coffee for me every morning. I guess it's a little just to hold me back from looking for a new place and a new roommate. No, not today. Thanks, though. I answer before taking my leave, not entirely closing the door behind me as I bolt my way down the stairs and out the apartment building. Great way to start a new day. Ugh, at least I'll be seeing Kat today. Are we sure? Why are you so certain about that? It's got something on the upside. It's Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers on Sunday mornings, but even then, it doesn't excuse my tardiness. That's weird, because usually I feel like Sundays... So there's an ad running chat, so I'm gonna... Because it's a story game, while the ad runs, I won't do anything. What was I saying? I feel like Sundays are usually busier for, like, little diners and restaurants and stuff, because it's the church crowd, you know? I feel like Sundays are pretty busy. That's weird. That's weird. But anyways, how are subs hanging? How are they chilling? Because, I didn't stream yesterday, and I didn't stream the day before, and I feel kind of bad, because, like, I meant to, and then I didn't, and that sucks. But how's chat been doing? If/when I stream tomorrow, I think I'm gonna take the plunge and do the Dragon's Tears from Zelda. Okay, so I was explaining this to Spider's mom the other day. I was like, I really don't like... I'm excited to finish the game because I want to play Twilight Princess. But I'm not excited to finish the game. I have a really hard time, and this has to be like a mentally ill thing. I have a really hard time finishing media. Like The Adventure Zone. I put off listening to the finale, I think, for like a month. If maybe a couple weeks, maybe not a month, but like at least 2 weeks I put off listening to finale. The Magnus Archives, I put off finishing that one at least for a month. At least for a month I put off finishing the Magnus Archives. Unless I really am just binging something. If I'm binging something, then I'm more likely to finish it. But I have a really hard time finishing media. So I do not want my first playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom to be over. But I am excited to finish the game and move on to Twilight Princess. So I'm very conflicted about it. And I know that, like, the tears aren't going to be the end, right? Because after the tears, there's still the sword and, like, the rest of, like, the main game. But I think we're coming up on it. And after the tears and the sword, there's only one more little side questy type of thing. And it's to go get the stuff to, upgrade the Memories Tunic. And no, not the Memories Tunic. The Champion's Leathers. So, like, I'm thinking maybe 3 more, if not 4 more streams for Tears of the Kingdom. So it's sitting heavy on my chest. But the ads are over, so enough about that. Let's get back into the game. It's Sunday this year, and customers doing this. Hardly doesn't excuse my tardiness. Rushing through the front towards the diner, I dash into the kitchen and grab my apron off the coat hanger along the far end of the wall. The apron seems to be the only place where grease stains don't get all over me. Fumbling to tie the apron on, I rush over towards the time clock, snatch my time card to punch in. Wait. Time card's not there, we're fired. According to this, I already clocked in. It'd be interesting if my name was actually on there, but it's not. Did he clock me in at work? Who could have, or was it a coworker? My attention snaps towards the sound of approaching footsteps. Whoever it is, they're not trying to be discreet as they carry a clanking sack of dirty dishes back from a table. It had to been like a coworker.
Where have you been?
Who is that? That sounds familiar. That voice sounds familiar. Maybe I'm tripping though, because I do that a lot. With voices specifically, I go, that sounds familiar, and then I find out I have no idea who they are.
I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
You know what? You a real one, TK. I don't know who the fuck you are, but you a real one. TK rushes right by me as they gently place the dish in the sink of soapy hot water, wiping their hands. TK sounds loud enough to make sure that I hear it. They're like this all the time, though. Always acting like they're the big sibling to everyone and keeping things in one piece. I huff as I try to think of an excuse that doesn't sound as pathetic as my alarm didn't go off. But the truth is all I have, so I try to downplay the issue. I don't get why I'm making such a fuss. We're pretty much dead on Sunday mornings. Okay, but like, they did you a big favor. You clearly weren't paying attention when you came barging in. TK wipes her hands on their apron before gesturing for me to look out through the service window. What the? Are you kidding me? Why are there so many old farts here? Church. I try not to raise my voice to the point where that the fiber chomping boomers outside did not hear me. Tour bus came along, that's what happened. Now stop asking questions and start waiting tables. TK hands me a spare notepad and pencil and nudges me out the kitchen. Great. Here I am, hoping to have an easygoing day. So much for that. The breakfast crowd is rough, to say the least. The less I talk about the customers, the better. But today really pushed my patience. A couple of customers even threatened to refuse to pay for their breakfast because it was slow and they didn't get their coffee cups filled 5 or 6 times. I had to smoothen things out with a smile so sugary sweet that I would have given them a cavity. Luckily, I have a bit of charisma and have been able to schmooze all but the toughest of customers. Sometimes it's just easier to give them an IOU saying that their next meal is on the house. If they really are pissed, they leave quickly and never come back. And we don't lose money. It's a win-win. It's just strange that some of the worst customers are the oldest. I guess you don't have much use for common decency and human kindness with one foot in the grave. Oh boy, howdy, can I relate to that one. If you've ever worked in customer service, usually the older they are, the ruder they are. Such a hassle. What the is that person making their own cereal? Eventually the crowd starts dying down. Most leaving to do some sightseeing, others staying to order more coffee or lunch. At least these are the kind of customers that mind their own business and are more focused on eating or talking. Staggering into the kitchen, I let alongside and rest against the wall, finally able to take a moment to relax. Ahem. I know you want to get off your feet, but you missed the table. TK sneaks over on my side, giving me a gentle nudge before pointing back out to the dining area. I roll my exhausted eyes and look towards them. Can't you do it? I don't feel like having some geezer throw their oatmeal at me again. I would, but you owe me for covering your shift for an hour. 45 minutes. Damn, they had a point. With a groan, I lean myself off the wall, try to straighten my posture, and stumble back out. Scanning the booths, I check all the tables I already gotten, matching their faces and orders table by table. I don't think I missed any. A voice chimes in from the booth to my right. Origami! Fuck. Origami crane! Origami crane! I actually really, really like origami cranes. I have like 8 of them on my bookshelf. I've had them for ages. I've had them like since high school, if not older. I think the last one I acquired was Spider made me a small little mini one, and that was the most recent one I acquired. But some of them are from like middle school and high school. I have 8 of them all over my bookshelf. Like 8, I don't know exactly the number. Hey there, stranger. Fuck, that's moving really fast. Oh shit, okay. We're also working! It's fine, it's fine, it's fine. Hey cutie. He seems to be caught a little off guard. The instantly beams as he rubs his cheek. Why is he grimacing like that? Already kissing after the first date, have you no shame? Next fucking time I won't then. God damn! It was just the cheek. He teases. Hey now, I'm not the one who asked you on a date out of the blue. It's you who should be ashamed. True, true. Yet here you are trying to seduce me into giving you a hearty tip. Tip me with something. He's so amusing his eyes along my body. Ah, dang, you caught me. I guess I'll have to try harder next time. As soon as I say this, I feel him stick a hand along my waist, pulling me closer as... I'm sorry, I have to make sure that my settings are right for stream real quick. Yeah, okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure my settings were right for stream. As soon as I say this, I feel his hand snake along my waist, pulling me closer to him as a very carnivorous smirk curls up on his lips. Harder than a kiss on the cheek, my interest is piqued. I never knew he was a wild one, considering how tame he seemed like yesterday. Somehow, seeing this other, more forward side of him was alluring. Eventually, I pull away from his subtle hold, reaching around to undo my apron. Anyways, we still on for lunch? I ask, watching the hungry look in his eyes fading, going back to being the casual man I met yesterday. Of course, anywhere you'd like, darling. I would like to leave. Let me tell my coworker that I'm going on my break. Can't just ditch them, you know? No, of course not. You go on ahead, I'll be here when you get back. He winks at me flirtatiously before I leave. God, why is it? We're at our place of work. We are at our place of work. We are at our place of employment. Why is it turning me on so much? We are at our place of employment. I walk back into the kitchen area, hanging on my apron just as TK approaches me.
Oh, and who was that?
Okay, I don't know that voice. Because that is very much a closet recording of a voice. Which, again, not a bad thing. This is still a demo. This is still a demo. This is still a demo. Not a bad thing. Just an observation. They take a glance out to the dining area before turning their attention to me. Him? He's my boyfriend. It's crazy because we just barely met yesterday and he asked me out on a date right out of the blue. TK, level with me? Say that it's fucking psychotic that we're boyfriend already. Say it, TK. Speak your truth. They don't seem to respond well to this as they give a little frown. Thank God. That's rather quick. TK, Yeah, exactly. So he's just here to see you, right? Actually, here's taking me on a little break date. We might stop by my place and get lunch before coming back.
Oh, so it's serious then.
No, I think I know that voice. No, I'm tripping shit. Hold on. Give me a second. Let me look it up. Who voices TK? Okay. There was a ton of like trivia about it, but there's no person, there's no there's no way it's this person. Sorry, chat. We're sidetracking. We're sidetracking. Give me a second. Give me a second. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. There's no... Okay, I don't know. It's probably not who I'm thinking it is. So it's serious then. They try to look as though they aren't bothered by this. Maybe, I don't know, I'd love to see where this goes, honestly, with how crazy everything is in my life has been. This guy has a nice change. TK seems troubled, attempting to keep a forced smile on their face. They like me, don't they? I guess, it's just that I was kind of hoping that maybe I could treat you to lunch sometime. You had your chance! You had your chance! Bless their heart. I know they kind of got a thing for me, though things have been going so crazy I don't think dating a coworker would help out. Also true. How about tomorrow while I gotta get going? Fuck. I really want to... fuck. I should have said how about tomorrow to see if Kat would get jealous. That's fine. I mutter awkwardly, starting to shift my way over toward the diner area. They give me a small nod and understanding, tucking their hands in their apron pockets. Maybe Kat will get jealous anyways. Don't want to keep him waiting or anything. Just be sure to make it back in about an hour, so I don't want to cover any more of your shift today. No worries, I'll be back before you can say, dear God, where is Bucky?
But I say that all the time, and you still don't show.
He kind of sounds like Martin from the Magnus Archives. It's not, but he kind of sounds like Martin from the Magnus Archives. Alexander. Is it Newall? Can I get a Wikipedia page, please? Plot, cast, and characters. Can I not? Okay, am I not? I want a Wikipedia page. Voice actor. There is no Wikipedia page. God damn it. What about IMDb? Okay, no. Alright, alright. I'm done sidetracking, sorry. Okay, you got me. Just don't take too long now. Shoo. Cass answered with a blank expression on his face, almost as though he's lost in thought. He doesn't seem to recognize me as I approach. Hey, are you alright? He steps out of after I reach over and nudge his arm. Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. Just a little bummed out is all. I've had a very late night. Late night? Do you work as a security guard or something? William Afton! He shakes his head and chuckles to himself. I wouldn't say that exactly. My night hobby isn't something I can pay the bills with. That's why my window is open. I mainly test and review products. Test products? Are you a YouTube tester of some kind? Something like that. I just mainly film myself testing products, like appliances, little inventions that claim to work, food, life hacks, that sort of thing. Sometimes I'll have a small company pay me to test their items to help them gain exposure. It doesn't pay for a good review from me, though. Huh, that sounds like a fun job. A lot better than working here. It has its perks. So, ready to head out? Yeah, I can't be gone for long, though. TK needs me back in an hour. I'm sure TK will be fine if you're running a minute or two late. Besides, it's going to be slow here for the rest of the day anyway. I guess so. Here we are. Don't think I'm the kind of person who will just let anyone in during a second date. Of course not. You're clearly a person with class, though it doesn't explain why you're dating me. I roll my eyes as I reach over to unlock the door. Hey, you're the one who asked me out. You're just lucky that you were too cute to turn down. This has gone from 0 to 100 really, really quickly. I feel this warm... I repeat that this has gone from 0 to 100 really quickly. I feel his warm hand resting against my lower back and my body trembles. His gentle touch slowly trails upwards. His tender caress makes my body burn.
I can't help it. You're far too irresistible.
Startled, I spin away from my apartment door. I can feel my cheeks are flushed from Kat's touch, and I try to compose myself. Jeez, you scared the crap out of me. Bucky, I didn't expect you to be back so soon. Shouldn't you be at work? Why do you know my schedule? My landlord looks as cranky as ever. I am. I'm just taking a small lunch break. It's only for an hour. The landlord seems unfazed by my excuse, and he quickly turns his attention towards Kat. And you are? Kat, I'm Bucky's boyfriend. Kat says, unwaveringly and clearly irritated by being interrupted. Yeah, boyfriend. Sure. Kat continues to glare at him, but the landlord, completely disinterested by the lanky stranger, turns his attention back to me. Anyways, I suppose you can guess why I'm here. I groan as I turn to unlock the front door. Yeah, I know. I'll talk to her when I see her later tonight, okay? If you see her tonight. You can't keep covering for Lucy like this, Bucky. Look, I appreciate that you're killing yourself to keep a roof over her head, but this is getting out of hand. I know that I'm running out of excuses to defend my roommate, but my mind keeps searching for them. I stopped messing with the door lock when I realized I've just been playing with my keys to keep from facing the landlord. I feel like a child being scolded. But I'm an adult, so I had better act like one. I hang my arms to my side, trying to hold back a sigh, turn my attention back to my landlord. I know. I know you know, but I have to put my foot down, Bucky. She's violated her contract one too many times. But think about yourself. She jumps her half of the rent on you, leaving you to work triple shifts at a dead-end, greasy spoon diner. Listen, I admire a hardworking person. I do, and I get that you're trying to be nice, and you don't want to be mean. But you can't kill yourself like this. She needs to go. I want to be nice. I want to be nice. It doesn't feel right just to kick her out. No, I'll take up a second job and work triple shifts if I have to. Don't do that, Bucky. Frustrated by my tenacity, he groans loudly and rubs his throbbing forehead. Alright, how about this? You can work part-time for me and help out around this place. That way no one needs to drag your body out of a gutter at 1 o'clock in the morning. He flashes a quick, resentful glance at Kat. Wait, really? You're offering me a job, working for you. If you're willing to learn to do more than just screw in a light bulb. Wait, you can at least do that, can't you? With kids today, you just can't tell. No, I mean, I can learn. Thank you. Seriously? You can't even remember my name? Oh, boy. How often do I even talk to you to remember? He seems to crack half smile at Mary's word. Fair enough. It's Don Williams, kid. But Don will do. Anyways, stop by my office the next time you have a spare moment and we'll talk. Of course. Don. Nodding once, the landlord turns around and walks away. You seem upset. Well, here we are. I extended my arms out as if showcasing the layout of the place. Walking in, he scans the apartment, looking rather pleased. Not bad, definitely a bit bigger than my apartment. Glad you like it. I'm beaming a huge smile and I hold my hand out to him. Anyways, shall we? Absolutely. He takes my hand firmly as I walk to the kitchen. I have him sit down at the table while I let go. While I let go and go to the fridge to get him a drink. As I'm searching through the fridge for some soda cans, I turn around and notice Kat's expression falter. What's wrong, Kat? Huh? He stutters, snapping out of his melancholy trance. I know how to say that word. Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. I pull a soda can from the fridge, fill a glass with ice, and watch as he tries to put on a happier face. Are you sure? Really, I'm sure. It's just... He sighs and takes the soda can and pours it into the chilled glass. I guess I can't help but feel bad that you have to put up with a roommate who's taking you for granted. Oh, that. Well, hey, look on the bright side. At least I'll be working a second job that'll cover us both, and I won't have to work as many shifts at the diner now. Isn't that great? Kat tries to form a smile, his sadness still lingering in his eyes. Of course it is. He sips his drink and sets it down to gently take my hand in his. Bucky, I think that you're a wonderful person. You deserve the best from all the hard work you've put in. He brings my hand forward to his lips, kissing it gingerly. And if I were your roommate, I promise I'd put so much effort into my work to help you pay the rent and whatever else you'd like. I don't know if it's the way he says those words or maybe the look in his eyes, but I can't help but feel touched. Aw, Kat. With a smile, Kat immediately stands up, stepping closer to me with his body. Back up! Please back up. Please back up. With his body pressed against mine. Hi, Lucy. Fucking Oh, God. Kat turns his head, letting out an irritated groan as he glares over at my roommate as she bursts through the front door. Lucy! Hey, you're home. Oh, not for long. I was gonna hit the bottle, but it seems that you two need some alone time. We were just getting lunch real quick. Yeah, just a quick lunch break before going back to work.
Nothing like eating out for lunch.
Lucy! Oh my god. She makes her way into the front of the room, grabs a small bag of pot she keeps tucked under the mattress, stuffs it down between her breasts before checking her pockets for a lighter. Well, you two take your time. Don wants me to meet up with him about some bullshit or other. I'll be back later tonight, though. Hey, maybe you and I can have a little... Are you propositioning me? Maybe you and I can have a little late night for once, you know, if you're not too tired after this. Sure? Sometimes does Lucy ever want to hang out? Maybe she knows she's getting kicked out and is trying to sweeten things up with me. Sure? Great! She beams, walking over towards where we were and places a peck on my cheek. Huh? I have two hands. I'll catch you later tonight, darling. What is it with everybody saying darling? I'm caught off guard by this gesture, looking rather confused as she pats Kat in the back. God damn it! Don't rough Bucky up too much. God knows they need a good fuck, but I prefer my roommates being able to walk after. Lucy, please go. Oh, and get some condoms in my night. And I've got some condoms on my nightstand. Lucy! I love you too. With that, Lucy finally leaves the room, locking the door behind her, possibly to make sure that we're not disturbed again. After a moment of silence, I step away from Kat a little, looking down at the floor, well, feeling both embarrassed and very, very flustered. I'm gonna see what leftovers we have stored away in the fridge. I say in a hushed tone, biting my lower lip as my eyes drifts back up to him. That devious glint was still in his eyes, but casually he nods in agreement. Yeah, I can't send you back to work on an empty stomach. Ugh, why can't the rest of the day be like this morning? The moment I get back from lunch, this place is dead as my dream job. DK walks up, dressed in their casual clothes, hands tucked away in their pockets. They yawn as they see me approach. You already clocked out. Yeah, I'm ready to just go home and die. Oh, don't do that. I still need your help tomorrow. They chuckle, holding the door open for me as we both take our leave. TK starts heading to their car, rummaging with their keys for a moment before pausing and turning their attention over towards me. Hey, can I talk to you about something? Sure, what's up? They hesitate a bit, looking off to the side as they muster the courage to speak. About that guy, Cat. I know I have no place to say things, but I got a creepy vibe about him. Creepy? How do you mean? What do you mean? How do you mean? You see it. He's creepy. You know. Don't, how do you mean? It's just that it seems like he had his eyes on us the whole time we were talking. I don't know. You're just paranoid. He does seem a little weird. Alright, for the sake of the game, for the sake of the game. They shift uncomfortably when they stand, fiddling with their keys. Anyways, I'll catch you tomorrow. Be careful walking home. Yeah, you too. With that, TK finally gets into their car, fighting with the engine for a second or two before starting it up and driving off. I understand their concern, and maybe they're right. Kat and I just went on a 5-minute date. Kat and I just went on a 5-minute date, and he was ready to fuck me raw in the kitchen. Maybe we're moving too fast. You're the one who called it after like 5 minutes. You didn't even finish your milkshake. Lucia hasn't come back yet? Odd. She's normally home at a reasonable time. Is Lucy dead? Well, normal by her standards. Anyway, I guess I shouldn't be surprised she isn't back yet. Closing and locking the door behind me, I don't bother turning on the lights as I shuffle my way into my room in the dark. Stuffed animals are gone. Open the door of my room, I reach over and flip on the light switch. I don't have much of these, but I damn sure can make a mess of them. No. Like... No. No, the... Farewell gift from my dad, he said he was gonna count every second of Will wanted silence while I'm gone. Of course, it was a joke. Dad always had a sense of humor with his gifts. The door is stuck. So these clothes weren't here before. Who keeps opening this? Aw, oh, damn it. Did Lucy forget to even pay our utility bill too? Setting my things down on my bed, I feel my way out of the room, looking around the inky void before me. I think we have some candles placed somewhere. What or who did I bump into? Lucy? Is that you? Whoever this is, they stay quiet. Dawn? Are you in here? That'd be fucking creepy if it is. I whisper again. My heart races faster and the silence slowly grows. Someone wraps her arms around me and I feel something like a wet cloth covering my mouth and nose. I try to break free, but they don't loosen their grip. Oh god, I'm starting to feel drowsy and weak. Who is doing this? Why? A chill runs up my spine as I feel something that feels like a kiss against my cheek. Then I hear a familiar seductive voice whisper in my ear. Oh, I didn't like that. What is he? Oh boy, did we go from fucking 0 to 100 real quick. I need water. I swallowed my water wrong. But also, it says it's not responding. The like, patch notes did say that there was a chance... Oh, okay. It would take a while for day 3. We're good. Okay. for day 3 to like load and stuff. Ah. What? I'm back in my room. Ugh, my head is pounding. What happened last night? Jump scare. That actually caught me a little bit. Oh god, that's right. I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me. His voice was just like... Fuck. Let's do this one. Why did he do that? TK's right. There's something wrong with him. I need to call Kat and talk to him about this. Where's my phone? Who could that be? If it's Kat, it's probably best to get this out of the way. I'll just need to be careful. The clock was unplugged. One part of me hopes it's Kat, then again, another part of me doesn't. I have so many questions, but now I'm too scared to ask them. Coming. Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the people. Oh! Dawn, sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Prepared enough to answer the door, huh? Sorry. Dawn doesn't seem to acknowledge my apology as he crosses his arm and continues. You'll need to be more vigilant on answering the door from now on. A lot of folks here will be running to you to take care of things from around here. He's right. Great first impression I'm making so far. The man heavily sighs as he reaches into his back pocket and hands me a small to-do list. Here are a few minor things to spruce up around here. Simple stuff that hopefully you can handle. I take a look at the piece of paper Dawn places in my hand. I didn't realize he has such a nice handwriting. The list seems basic enough. Take out the garbage, sweep the hallways, check up on Mrs. Greta, change the light bulb in the downstairs public restroom, restock cleaning supplies, should be later of the day, remind me, Dawn, to check the upper unfinished floor for rats. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah. I reassure him. Dawn seems to wear a face of relief but tries to hide it. Good, this will make things a lot easier for me. By the way, have you talked to Lucy yet? No, I only caught a glimpse of her yesterday while I was on my break. She wasn't home when I got back from work either. But I'll be seeing her tonight. I guess we have a movie date or something. The old man raises an eyebrow at me, a slight smirk curled on his lips. Having a movie date with Lucy and a boyfriend. Look at you getting around. A man can have two hands, okay? It's not like that. Don chuckles a little as he starts to take his leave. Sure. Anyway, just be sure to get those done sometime today. Once Don is gone, I look down at myself. I guess I better hurry and get ready for work. I don't want to be late 2 days in a row. And here we are, looking down the barrel of lower than minimum wage, possibly expired food and obnoxious customers. At least I won't be here for long today. I'd better hurry and clock in. Hey Bucky, I texted you earlier. You did? Pulling out my phone from my back pocket, I turn it on to check my messages. We didn't have our phone earlier. Weird, I'm not seeing anything from you. Well, I did. Anyway, I was trying to tell you that there's no work today. We had a break-in last night. A break-in? Who?
Not sure yet. The kitchen is a wreck, though. The back door is completely busted in, all the cooking equipment is banged up, and the boss's office is completely ruined.
Let me play you a clip of Martin. Because I might be tripping shit, but TK sounds like Martin. Martin.
Are you listening? Good. Case 007-1304. Statement of Ivo Lensic. Alright. Have feelings?
Please get to the point, Martin.
Maybe there isn't one. Alright? Maybe.
Maybe you're just wasting my time.
Yeah, maybe.
I see.
Okay, TK's voice is a little bit higher. It's like a different pitch, but it kind of sounds like Martin. Jesus, was anything stolen? I don't... Just then a distressed holler is heard in the kitchen area. I can't make out what is being said, but suddenly an officer quickly makes his way out of the kitchen, radioing for an ambulance. He looks completely distraught. As he makes the call, he turns his attention to us and asks us to wait outside. Why? What's going on? Alfred doesn't say anything at first, still looking as though he's trying to process what he saw. Please, we found a body locked in the freezer. He finally manages to explain. I need you two to wait outside. Okay. TK shows a drop upon hearing this. A what? Wait outside, please. Is all he mutters. He doesn't seem to have the energy to repeat himself. There are still sounds between TK and me, even with the cars driving by, people walking around us, and the wailing of sirens in the distance. Everything seems so quiet. Christ, now I feel bad for wanting a little more excitement in my life. You and me both. You don't think we're gonna be suspects, do you? Best wait out here till they call us back in. We don't even have security cameras in the place, so it could be anyone.
Oh, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
Sup, cat? Oh god, you had me worried sick. Are you alright? What did they say? If they blame this on you, I swear to god, we need to talk. I say it. Okay. We need to talk when you are in a relationship is a fucking... Like, it is such a scary sentence. Genuinely. Being hit with a we need to talk, like, you can feel, like, your fucking heart drop. There are so many better ways to phrase that sentence. Hey, when you get a moment, can we chat about something? Hey, when you get a moment, there's something I'd like to discuss. Hey, just, you know, nothing's the matter. I just want to talk about this real quick. But we need to talk 9 times out of 10 leads to a breakup. I say in a firm tone. Talk? He says with confusion. Why? What did I do? I hesitate to say it with TK here, a TK there, biting my bottom lip. I take Kat by the sleeve of his shirt and look towards my coworker. Could we have a minute? This is kind of personal. I can see a glint of joy in the eyes upon assuming that there is something wrong between Kat and me. Yeah, sure. You two go ahead. I'll let you know if they call us in for questioning. You know, I was kind of expecting, like, the little S mark to be a tag in this alley. Still tugging on his shirt, I got Kat over across the street into a nearby alley, finally letting go and glaring at him. You knocked me out last night. Why? Kat looks surprised at this, not knowing how to respond at first as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back at my place after I took you back to work yesterday. I swear on my mom's grave. If she was dead. Sure be nice if she was. I cross my arms, showing that I'm not buying that this bullshit excuse. I'm not an idiot, Kat. You knocked me out when the whole place went black, and I'm not happy about it. Kat doesn't attempt to lie any further as his shoulders slouch, eyes on the ground. Sorry. I didn't want you freaking out that I was there, so I panicked. And you just happened to carry chloroform with you when you came over? Yes? What's wrong with you? Jesus, what's wrong with you? You are what's wrong with me. You're the one that keeps me awake at night. You're the one who's always on my mind. The one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you. You want the truth? The truth is that I'm mad. Mad to a point where I'm not reading this out loud, but I will leave it on screen long enough for y'all to read it. What? Oh, Bucky. Don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you. I'm being forward. I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship. I'm tired of keeping things from you. Kat steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind me. I love you. I've loved you the moment I saw you at the diner. I wanted nothing more than to I wanted nothing more than a storm and a fucking in front of everyone, letting them know that you belong to me and I to you. No, that wasn't a proper way to approach you. So I had to follow you instead. Study your pattern, memorize your schedule, practice what to say when we were finally alone and not working. The park was the perfect place to finally approach you. Kat smirks as he leans close, a dark glint in his eyes as he kept my cheeks in his hands. You're upset with me now for last night. Sure. But you and I can make this work now. No more hiding, no more secrets, just us. Saying this, Cat parts his lips a little. Oh. Why does it have to be described like that? A long and girthy tongue snaking off his Goodbye? Goodbye. This is a clip that's like all over TikTok. This is the fucking clip that I kept seeing. Okay, fuck. Okay, for the sake of the game. Hey now, slow down. Okay, also, running for it could get us killed. Telling him he's psycho could get us killed. Trying to de-escalate the situation is probably the best way to go about it. I rest my hands against his chest, gently pushing him away from me. Cat seems to enjoy the feeling of my touch against him. The man giving a shuddered sigh as his gaze never leaves me. How could I? He whispers in a lustful tone. Everything about you makes me want to do the most horrible things to your body. Oh, no. 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 What I'm more disgusted with. The confessions of his stalker-like behavior, or the realization that I find these actions of his arousing. Look, we'll talk about this later tonight, okay? Set some ground rules or something, so you don't need to break into my apartment to, you know. Cat seems to take my response well, as his animal-like posture softens a little, his little face smiling into a content grin, before leaning forward and placing a kiss against my neck. I knew you'd understand my love. My body shivers upon feeling his lips against my skin, followed by those words with such a seductive tone. Well, I'd better head back over to TK. They're waiting for us. Cat finally pulls away after placing one last kiss along my jawline, composing himself with the same devious grin on his face. You go on ahead. I'll be at your place for a while until you get back. I can't wait to have that little talk with you. Saying this, licks his teeth with a natural tongue, giving me a wink before casually taking his leave out of the alleyway. Dear God, what have I got myself into? Who fucking knows, man? Back to the upbeat music. I hinge on back to TK, who's still waiting for me across the street. I peek out and look around, make sure that Cat isn't looking around before crossing the street. Thank God you're back. They say with a sigh of relief. But that relief is gone the moment they see a look on my face. Uh-oh. What happened? If I say Cat's a fucking animal, are they gonna take me serious? Cat is a fucking animal. I don't hesitate to announce as I rub my neck. Just imagining things he confessed to me seems to awaken a darker part of myself that I didn't know I had. Is there something wrong with me? The answer is yes. Look at me. The answer is yes.
I could tell with that hickey there. No shame in either of you, huh?
Hickeys don't form that quickly, but okay. Pause. Hickeys don't form that quickly. A hickey? Ugh, fucker must have snuck one in while he had me against the wall. Please, I don't want to hear it. They grumble, looking away with arms crossed. Oh, sorry. It's fine, you two really are moving along, huh? Oh, you have no idea. I just hope it's not someone we know. I doubt it. I only know two other people besides you and Kat, and they're both back home. Oh God. Huh? What? What is it? Lucy didn't come home last night. Wait. You don't think... Okay. I don't know if we're gonna see a body, but keep it in mind. I don't answer as I speed past TK and charge into the diner, pushing aside the still rattled officers make way into the kitchen area. Oh God, please no. 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 I feel someone pulling me away from the scene, verbally demanding I keep my distance. No, that's my roommate. That's Lucy. I'm dragged back into the diner. TK come into my side, attempting to calm me down. My outburst causes a scene. There are more questions than attended. After identifying the body, I do my best to give as much information as I can. I don't know anyone who might have done this to her. Yes, you do! I mean, Lucy was always with the questionable crowd, but I never saw her doing anything that might get her killed. Thanks for walking me home, TK. It's no problem. We're off for a while, so I'll be checking up on you tomorrow morning if that's alright. If you do, you'll probably die next. No, I'll be fine, thanks though. I reply, fumbling with my keys. I'll just give you a call when things calm down. Well, it better be soon. We can't pay rent with missing workdays. Right? Well, thanks for everything. TK simply gives a small nod and turning away with their hands stuffed in their pockets and head hanging low. Cat is sitting on the sofa as though he'd been waiting for me the whole time. The moment he sees me walks in, he jumps to his feet and hurries over towards me, giving me a tight embrace. There you are! Dear God, that took forever. I was getting worried. My grip is weary as I wrap my arms around him, not sharing the same kind of force. Today has been exhausting. Sorry about that. A lot goes into these investigations, I guess. Pulling away, I walk over into the kitchen area, set my keys on the counter, and see the coffee pot still has some coffee left from the day before. You know, she always saved me some if we didn't have any that if I didn't have any that morning. I know. Cheese, come in. You're gonna be the next dead. The landlord says, getting straight to the point with his arrival. He glances over the cat for a moment and sneers at the men before turning his attention back to me. I just wanted to come by and check up on you. To be honest, I'm not doing great, but I also have to do those tasks you gave me this morning. No excuses. The older man shakes his head. No, you won't. Life's a real mess right now. Even my boy is rattled by it, and it's his first murder case after all, so he told me everything. The officer. Your son is an officer? Yeah, he and his boys were here earlier to see if they could find anything. Her room was full of nothing but job applications, some, toys, and various knickknacks. Nothing else hinting as to what could have happened to her. So she was trying. So it's a cold case. Kat asks, stepping closer to my side. I wasn't fucking talking to you. And no, not yet. They're gonna keep digging around. Hopefully, and catch the prick too before I do and snap their spine.
Bold words from someone who tried to kick her out yesterday.
Bold words from someone who tried to kick her out yesterday. Listen here, you little grub. I might have wanted to kick her out, but I didn't want her to get cut up like Christmas ham and shoved in a freezer for later. No one in their youth deserves that. Well, maybe you should have given her a job instead of Bucky. Then she might still be alive. Fucking say that again. Both of you, stop. I am not in the mood. Both Dawn and Kat do stop, giving me one last glare at each other before Dawn turns his full attention towards me. You're on your own again, and you can't keep this up. A third job isn't in the cards because I don't want you killing yourself to stay. Do you know anyone willing to help you out with this? Fuck, I really...
Not at all.
It is going against my moral standing to click these options. I do mind. Why not?
Kid, this guy hasn't done a lick of a good first impression. I'm not approving of this twig of a man.
Dawn, please. At least give him a chance. He'll be better. Right, Kat? Of course. I know you and I got off to the wrong foot, but I'm willing to let bygones be bygones and start over. Saying this, Kat approaches Dawn and offers his hand. The old man just looks at Kat's hand and sneers. Lucy's not replaceable. If anything, you're a downgrade. Dawn turns his attention back over to me. I'll be in my office all day tomorrow. Come see me for your tasks later. Without even a goodbye, Dawn takes his leave, nearly slamming the door behind him. Man, who's spinning his fiber meal? Ugh, this day get any worse. I huff, walking over towards the sofa and flopping myself down. I keep quiet, looking over to the TV screen that was in front of me. Lucy and I were supposed to have a night in, actually hang out for the first time since we've been roommates. Now I can't. Kat comes over and sits down next to me, wrapping an arm around my shoulder and tugging me close against him. This place is making you depressed, darling. Why not stay with me for the night? Help you get your mind off of things. I suppose so. I never actually saw your place. Darling, trust me, the moment you see it, you won't want to leave, and if you try, I'll just have to tie you down and make you stay. Are you joking? No. You want to find out? Sure. I say with a hesitant tone. I have a gut feeling this could be a bad idea, but after everything that's happened today, I need a distraction. A smirk curls on Cat's face as he stands up from the sofa, extending his hand to me and helping me off the sofa. So bold. I like it. I swear I feel my heart getting caught in my throat as I realize what I'm getting into. The man takes my hand and leads me out of my apartment. Oh my god, of course he drives a fucking creeper van. Waiting parked in the corner is a worn down looking gray van. Its windows starkly tinted with the side. All it needs is a free candy sign, and it's good to have several people report it. Cat opens the van door for me, helping me inside before closing it shut. Inside isn't too bad. He keeps it decently clean with a cliche collection of scented pine trees in the rearview mirror and an ashtray filled with various change. You know what? At least he's not a smoker. Buckle up, it's gonna be a long ride. How far? About 3 hours? 3 hours? I live rather far away from here, just as I like it, but oh, so far away from you. That's okay. The gas money is worth seeing you every day. Okay. Okay. That's all I can whisper, feeling myself sinking more into the seat as he continues to drive. Dear God, I'm trapped in a van with my stalker. What am I getting myself into? Why? Why did you open it? Why did you open it? What's this? Cat doesn't respond, simply reaching over close the glove box back up. An unimportant item related to an unimportant event involving an unimportant whore. I wouldn't dwell on it. Unimportant? What do you mean? Wait. Was it you? Yeah, no shit! Cat doesn't respond, his eyes more focused on the road. Did you kill Lucy? Cat sighs. I told you not to dwell on it.
Go ahead and sleep for the rest of the trip. We'll be home soon.
Ugh, they're ringing. Oh, that's end of day 3. Okay. Fuck! I think there's a day 4, but we're not allowed to stream it. So I can't stream day 4, we're not allowed to. Okay. That was going along with it. I wonder if we chose everything opposing him, if it'd go differently. It has to go differently, right? If you oppose him. I might do another stream where I choose, like, the other options. Because it was like 2 hours, so it's not bad. Do another stream and choose all the different options. Maybe. Because, like, if those were the outcomes of us going along with it, I'm a little hesitant to see the outcomes of us opposing it. I might just play it through my own and, like, do the same thing that I was doing with Potionomics, where I kind of, like, update on the side. I don't know. I'll decide. I might be live tomorrow if that's the case. With either Tears of the Kingdom or this or your Cult of the Lamb. I might put up a poll. And if that's the case, it's going to be over here on all my socials, all over here. It's all Buccaneer Aerospace except for Twitter, because Twitter's stupid, so that one's Space Buccaneer. So I'll put up a poll. Asking whether or not y'all want to see us doing the different options, like the ones that go up against him. And then after the outcome of that poll, I'll put another one up asking, like, what game y'all want to see. Or I'll find a way to condense it down to one poll or something or another. But that's all for today. So yeah, keep an eye out on the socials on Twitter and on Instagram for the poll for tomorrow's stream. Keep an eye out there. And as always, chat, remember, drink some water, eat some snacks, stretch, remember, super, super valid. Alright, alright. Bye, chat. Bye, chat.
Hi, Richard! Remember me? I'm gonna be making a stop to your place in about 5 or 10 minutes. So, I thought I'd warn you. You better start running. Said you want a girl young and erratic, but you don't like it when she's dramatic. Everything